Hello, my name is Marina Eskeets, and I will be the teaching artist for this digital photography workshop. A quick introduction to myself: I am Navajo. My clans are Eshinashle, Nanis Eshapashichin, Tanahapitni Deshiche, Twitchini Edashnele. I'm Soul Clan, born for Zuni. My maternal grandfather is Sleeping Rock, and my paternal grandfather is Bitterwater. I'm from Nanaistini, New Mexico, which is at the very edge of the Navajo Reservation, and I am also a multidisciplinary artist. So that means a lot of different things like painting, drawing, photography, graphic design, performance art, and I recently just finished up a mural in Gallup, New Mexico. In this video workshop, I'm going to go over 5 different things. The first is the 8 basic photography tips. Number 2, I'm going to go over the Adobe Lightroom app, and this is the app we'll be using to edit our photos. Number 3, I'm going to go over the 9 basic editing tips. Number 4, how to export your files to upload to different platforms. And number 5, I'm going to give you a few different projects to help you practice everything we just learned in this workshop. Number 1, exposure. Exposure is capturing a photo with the proper amount of brightness. Overexposed photos will have a loss of information in the highlights, and underexposed photos will have a loss of information in the shadows. So when you open up your phone camera, if you have an iPhone, there'll be a yellow box that you can tap on and adjust the slider up and down to adjust the exposure. And if you don't have an iPhone, you can tap on the subject and it should automatically adjust to the right exposure. Number 2, focus. Make sure your subject is in focus, and to achieve that, you would tap on the subject on your screen like you would when adjusting the exposure. If you're trying to make a soft image that's a little bit out of focus, make sure that's intentional. Number 3, composition. Composition is arranging your subjects within frame to create a balanced photo. And a frame is everything you see through your screen on your phone. Number 4, the rule of thirds. The rule of thirds is a type of composition which an image is divided evenly into thirds, both horizontally and vertically. The subject is placed at the intersection of those divided lines or along the lines. And this is a very traditional photography rule that will always create a balanced image. Number 5, depth of field. Depth of field is creating an image with layers, a foreground, a middle ground, and a background. Number 6, reduce clutter. Clutter takes away and distracts from your subject or on the focus. Number 7, create a focus. Think about where you want your viewer's eye to go. Think about what story you're trying to tell and what is the main subject or subjects. Number 8, landscape or portrait. Choose whether you want to shoot landscape or portrait mode. Both have a different feel to them. The first step you'll need to do is download the app Adobe Lightroom in the App Store. Once downloaded, you will have to create an account and fill in all of the account information, and then you will see different things like discover, learn, share, and a library all come up once the app is fully downloaded. Discover. This is the online Adobe community uploading page, and if you click on the photo, you can see how this person edited this photo step by step. I recommend looking through this to get inspiration and also to see how you can achieve this certain look as well. Learn. You'll see For You, and these are recommended edits, and it takes you from beginner to advanced editing. If you choose Browse, these are specific edits from color, light, composition, food, style. I definitely recommend spending some time here because, again, this will take you step by step to achieve these different edits. Libraries is where all your uploaded photos are stored. uploading photos, you will have to click on either this icon right here and choose from your own phone library, or you can take a photo if you click on this icon right here and take a photo through the Lightroom camera. Make sure you press the check mark in the corner, and that's how you know your photo is uploaded into the Adobe Lightroom app and is ready for editing. Once your photo is uploaded into the app, you can start editing. We'll start with light. You'll see exposure at the top, and this is adjusting the brightness of your photo. Contrast is adjusting the shadows and highlights simultaneously. Highlights adjust how bright your highlights are. Shadows adjust how dark or light your shadows are. Whites adjust how white and bright your photos are with the white light. Blacks adjust how black your shadows will be and how pure black they get. Go ahead and experiment with all of these adjustments to get the proper lighting that you want out of your photo. Next to the light icon, you will see color. The first thing at the top is temperature, and when you slide that to the left and the right, it will make your image cooler or warmer, and that means it'll be either bluer or more yellow. Underneath that is tint. It goes from green to purple, and these two adjustments are used to create a different kind of mood. A warm photo is more inviting. A bluer photo is a little bit more moody. Underneath tint is vibrancy. Vibrancy adds brightness to the colors. Saturation is underneath that, and this creates more richness to the colors, or it can take all of the color out of your photo. Mix. So this is where you can adjust every color individually. When you click on that, you see hue, saturation, and vibrancy. The hue adjusts the color and the hue. Saturation adjusts the color's richness and depth, and vibrancy adjusts the brightness of the color to make certain colors stand out, pop out, or you can tone it down. Effects. Texture enhances details. It looks for particular details to enhance. Clarity enhances midtones of an image. It adds sharpness and texture. Dehaze helps remove haze from photos with fog or haze from a background. Vignette creates a black vignette, and this helps draw attention to subjects in your photo. Grain. Grain derives from film photography. It reproduces that grainy texture over the photo. Details. Sharpen. Sharpen brings back the details to a photo when there's a lot of noise. Noise is like fuzziness in your photo and it's not as clear. This will help bring back some of those details. Split toning adjusts the color of the shadows and the highlights. Crop. At the very left corner is a 3x4 square icon, and if you click on that, aspect ratio will come up, and here you can choose from the presets they have, or you can create your own custom adjustment to create the dimensions of the photo. When you exit out of that, you'll see a locked icon, and this locks your dimensions in place while you crop it. If you unlock it, you can freely adjust it. Straighten, well, if you press on it, will automatically straighten your photo. If not, you can put your finger underneath your photo and adjust it yourself. Profiles. These are presets that come with Lightroom. that you can choose from black and white presets to color presets to artistic presets and to vintage presets. If you click on the reset, it will delete all of the adjustments you made and bring it back to its original photo when you first uploaded it into Lightroom. When you're ready to export your file, click on this icon right here and it'll give you a lot of different options about how to export it. Click on Export As and I'll show you how to save your digital file. Click on File Type, click on JPEG. JPEG is a lossy compression file and it's the most common used file format for online viewing and sharing because it's a more manageable size to handle with a fast loading time. TIFF and DNG are lossless files, and these are used for editing with other software such as Photoshop or Premiere, and this just means it's a larger file with a lot more detail. Underneath that is dimensions. Go ahead and choose large or small. The 2048px, that's the most common used pixel size for sharing, and it has a very decent resolution. Custom, if you feel like you want to add a custom dimension, go ahead and do that. But again, that's for using with other softwares. Underneath that is image quality. I use 80%. Again, that's another decent resolution size. Export to camera roll. This is a quick exporting option that's based off your export as settings, and then it saves automatically into your phone's camera roll. 9 photo editing tips. 1. Try out all your settings. 2. What mood are you going for? 3. Focus on light and shadow, especially with black and white photos. 4. Focus on saturation with color photos. 5. Change the color of the photos. 6. Crop out unnecessary objects. 7. Add different effects like grain, texture, clarity, sharpness to give your photo character. 8. Experiment and get weird with your settings. 9. Look at other photos you like and try to edit like them.